Hey everyone, Cody Dean here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can convince someone to join your network marketing company. All right, let's jump into it. Number one, and this may sound weird, is you should not have to convince someone to join your network marketing company. At least I'm not saying like you have to really pound and really force them to join your team. If you are forcing people and convincing and persuading and just like manipulating is kind of the word I'm going for here, to have people join your team, then what does that mean? It means you are talking to the wrong. So many people come to me all the time. They're like, Cody, how do I get more people to join my network marketing team? How can I convince them to join my team? And I say, hey, you should never really have to convince someone to join your team, because it really comes down to they need to understand and they need to make the decision. If you can convince someone to join your team, if you are the one that sells them on the idea to join your team, that means someone else can convince them to leave your team, or they can be convinced of something else. So what you want to do is you want to help this person come to the conviction. You want to help this person be convinced of themselves. They need to be the ones that are convinced of that thing that they're doing, okay? And the way I help people understand this is when you are talking to people, they're on a spectrum, okay? They're on a spectrum from, hey, I love your product and I want to buy your product and I want to join your team, all the way over here to, I have no idea who you are and what the problem is that you solve. And so there's this huge spectrum that people are on, okay? And a person can be at any point along this spectrum. And what helps people move along this spectrum towards actually buying your product and actually joining your team is education. And so this is step number 2 here for you, is you need to help educate this person through this process, okay? And as you educate, and so this is a better way to look at it, is rather than convincing people, you're educating them, okay? And if you can change the way you look at it, they'll actually respond better, okay? How can you educate someone that has no idea about your product? How can you educate them to get closer to your product, okay? And the way you can do this is through creating something that will educate. So this is step number 2, is you need to help educate people along. And the best way to do this is through creating a product, okay? One of my favorite things that I use to help educate people that may not be ready to join network marketing is I get them this book. It's called Network Marketing Secrets. It's actually how to use sales funnels and how to get your products in front of people that actually want to buy your product. If you want to get a copy of this, it's free. You just cover the shipping handling down below. Link will be in the description down below. So this is something that has it's outside of me, right? So I could give this to someone and they can read it and they get educated on network marketing. They get educated on sales funnels. And because it's outside of me, because it is, it's not me doing the educating, it is actually helps that person do what we talked about in step 1, is they have to be the ones to be educated. They have to come to the conclusion on their own. And the way you do that is through stories and through creating stories and products that will help educate them along this process, okay? So that's step 1 again, is you want to help them come to the conclusion. And then step 2 is you give them products, you give them tools, you give them things to help educate them along the process of, hey, I have no idea who you are. I don't even realize I have a problem. Hey, I realize you have a product that solves my problem, to actually buying your product, okay? Hey, if you like what you are hearing here in this video, go ahead and click or subscribe and like this page and go and share it out to other people in your organization and to your friends and family. Anyone else that you think would benefit, go ahead and share it out. All right, so step 1 is you need to help them come to the conclusion for themselves. Step 2 is give products, give tools, or you can create your own little ebooks. I create my own little ebooks. I have my own little journals. And you can use this online. I have a whole programs that talk about this, but you create something that will help educate your customer through the process. And then step 3, the thing is with convincing people to join your team, is you are talking to people that have not bought your product. The best thing you can do is talk to someone that has already bought your product, not your product, but a competitor's product, okay? So Like, who's the best person that's going to buy a pen? Like, I just have this pen here. Someone that's already bought a pen before, because they already see a problem and they already see a solution. There's tons of people that don't use pens anymore. They prefer pencils, or maybe they use just iPads and they use Apple pencils, right? And they don't actually buy pencils. Like, why would I go to someone that has an Apple pencil and be like, hey, you need this pen? They're like, I don't need a pen. If you have followed Jordan Belfort, The Wolf of Wall Street, they're always talking about, how do you sell this pen? He says, hey, how long have you been in the market for a pen? They're like, no, I don't buy pens. Have a good day. I'm only going to talk to people that actually want to buy a pen. Okay? So if you are trying to convince people, you want to go to people that have already bought your product or a competitor's product. See what they like, see what it's not doing for them. Here's another product like this right here. These blue blocker glasses. If you're selling blue blocker glasses, you can come up to me and be like, hey, how do you like those? I'm like, actually, I like them, but there's something wrong with them. They actually don't have, they don't sit on my nose right, and they cause like some irritation right here and there. Oh man, dude, I have some blue blockers. They have the best thing. Boom. They have the little beads here, whatever, that fit well. They actually block amazing. Here, if you already have these, go ahead and get this one. It'd be better. And then they're like, oh, wow, great, perfect. Okay, so go to people. This is point 3, is go to people that have already bought a product similar to what you're selling. And it'll be so much easier to help them, for them to buy your product, because they've already made the decision to buy. Okay. Hopefully this helps you out. Go out. My name's Cody Dean. Go out, share this out with everyone. Go out, be great, and create your freedom.